So within the connector, you can see there's like a little tag on the back, and that's what stops it coming back out of the thing. Now for these ones, I think these are J or JST type. I think you have to actually push the tag down to get the wire to come out. If I can do this, just check the other side. Yeah, there's nothing on the other side. So usually I use a little pointy pair of tweezers, and the front of those are mangled. Probably not the best tool for this. Try the sharper side. No. So what am I doing wrong here? Come out, you brute. So this is where I might actually just get a little bit of wire and make one of these up. I do have crimp terminals that go into those DuPont fittings. I have a little crimper, and I might just do that if this gives me much more bother. I might just make one up from scratch rather than trying to disassemble this one here. It's not usually this hard to get these out. I'm just maybe not doing it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, wasn't doing it quite too well. So you can see on the back of this, I mean, it's tiny. Look at it in comparison to the size of my big sausage fingers here. If you have a wee look, you can see there's the little tag on the back. So what I'm going to do is just have a look, and yeah, it's the middle one that has to go into. So let's see if that'll fit on us before I start hooking about and trying to find the other one. Let's see if this will go in and lock, because if it doesn't, there's not a lot of point in fanning about to get the other one out. So does that even fit in there? I don't even think that fits in there at all. That won't fit. It's too big. Yeah. I mean, I could rearrange this one and just hang it over the edge. But yeah, that's not really what I want to do. Okay. So I'm going to have to make one up from scratch. Anyway, it was a nice idea. Didn't work. Yeah, I'm not going to edit it out. I'm going to show you my failures. So, yeah, that's no good. So I need to go and find some of the wee crimpy bad boys. I was using them recently, actually, so they shouldn't be too far. Actually, here's a different wire. There's another little wire I have. So I have a whole bunch of these different wires, you see. So let me have a quick jiffy at this one. See if this one works any better. So there is, yeah, no, that looks the same. I mean, it did look the same, but you never knew until you took it out. Yeah, it's the same. I think I'm coughing from that crud that I was filing earlier on. It's probably made a little bit of dust. That's not great. But yeah. Okay, off into the drawer. See if we can find some of these wee crimpy bad boys. Ooh, so let's see. So you can buy 2.5mm DuPont wire jumper wire cable housing female pin connector terminal, 100 pieces. Again, these are pence or cents. They're not expensive at all. I know these do fit into this. This is what these are for. So I'm going to need 2 of them, and I'm probably going to need more than that by the time I make a bit of a mess. And then I'm going to use a little bit of cable. Nice. That's 22 gauge. And this one is, I'm not sure, but that looks like an RS label. But these will do rightly. So need a little bit of red cable. Need a little bit of a black cable. Okay. And into my pliers drawer for some strippers. Hey. And some crimpy doodlers. Now crimping these is hard work. So I actually keep a pair of glasses here where I can, Deirdre Barlow glasses, where I can get in close and look at this crimp and see what I'm doing here. So, right, this thing essentially will crimp this up. Now, what I need to do, I think it'll start on there. So what I'll do is I'll just bring it enough where it's just holding the crimp and make sure that I'm not crushing the front, this front bit that has to go over on the little pole. I don't want to crush it. And then in the back, you know, I've got it mounted as far forward there into the crimp as I can so that we're not crushing on this side. And what I'll do now is I'll strip a little bit of wire, push it in from the back and crimp it. So you only need a tiny little bit. So there we go. And all the crimping fanboys out there will be squealing at me that this is not how you do it. But so I'm going to feed that in. I'm going to check again how far in. We can get it to focus. There we go. So bring it in. And what you want is, so that was the first bit of crimping that I've done. I'm going to crimp it on the smaller jaws here in a second, but I just want to point a few things out. So what you really want is the back end of the crimp here to crimp onto the insulation. And the wire, and the front end of the crimp here, this is what actually crimps onto the wire. You don't want any insulation in that. Normally you want to be able to see in the little gap between. I mean, it's tiny here. And I think I can see that I haven't quite totally got onto the insulation there. But for what I'm doing here, this will be perfectly fine. So I'm going to go into the smaller jaws at the front here and just close it down a little bit more. So there we have a nicely crimped bit of wire on there, and I think that was the positive one we said was in the middle. So there's a little tag on the back of this. Where is it? Is it on the front or on the back? I've got my Deirdre Barlows on. I do. So the tag is, yes, it's on the end of this. Is it that? Yeah, you'll see it. So if I put it in this way, so just watch the middle there. There's a little plastic thing that'll lift up, and then as we move this forward, it'll actually clip down. You can see it lifting up there. See the middle tab there lifting up, and then as we push on in, click, it clips down and prevents it from coming back out, and that's what secures it in there. So that's quite nice. So we'll do something similar for the black one. Of course, here's what we're making. So you can see the two little tabs on that. So we've got the red one in the middle, so we need a black one at the top. So same process again. This black wire is a little bit thicker. So I'll take my